There's the number 28 truck of FDNY Racing, a team consisting of all volunteers made up of retired firemen and policemen from New York. And they race in the memory of American heroes who died on 9/11/2001. The trucks that were at the scene on that fateful day were fire trucks. The team was formed in the aftermath of the attack when many of the team members lost personal friends, including one of their fearless leaders, Ladder 27 Battalion Chief Oreo Palmer, who has been immortalized through audio tapes from the day.
We got reports of another incoming plane. You may have to take cover, staying in the stairwell. What floor were you in, Oscar? 78th floor. Number 1045 car horns. The walls are breached, so be careful.
Dedication, duty, honor, and courage. To some, those words are an idea, something to aspire to. But for one small racing team, those words are a code, a way of life. For when your brotherhood is forged in fire, a bond is created that cannot be broken. And they've made it their personal mission to make sure their brothers are never forgotten. FDNY Racing is led by team owner Jim Rosenblum, a 50-year NASCAR veteran who formed the team after 9/11 to raise money and awareness for the Widows and Children's Fund.
9/11 affected everybody. The fire department lost 343 people. All these guys that were down at Trade Center have PTSD, plus all kinds of unknown cancers. The government gives nothing to them, so we try to do what we can.
But even with a team full of volunteers, noble causes aren't always easy or cheap.
We have no sponsorship from anybody. We have the capability, we have the equipment. We just don't have the dollars.
Most of the teams here that run competitively operate on, between a $75,000 and $100,000 race budget. We operate on about a $15,000 race budget.
Keep an eye on the fuel pressure gauge here. Yeah, we don't have one of those.
We're almost like a Little League team playing the Yankees. We do it, number one, because we enjoy it. Number two, we're doing it for a cause. We're raising money for the widows and children.
Go. Straight out, straight out.
90% of them are volunteers, and that's a great thing. They're amateurs. That's also a good thing. They're here because they want to be here, not because they're being paid to be here.
We don't get paid, so our pay is just the brotherhood and the fun we have on and off the track. That's what it's all about. It's a good family. I'm proud to be part of it, and honored and fortunate. All the above.
At New York's Engine 46, Ladder 27, known affectionately as the Cross Bronx Express, it's clear that honoring their fallen comrades is an important part of life for these men. Everywhere you look, you see photos and tributes honoring departed heroes, including Battalion Chief Oreo Palmer, forever immortalized through audio recorded on 9/11, his final day serving with his brothers.
They knew that those buildings were going down. Nobody stood there and looked up and said, I'm not going in there. They just, it's their job, it's what they do. It's because of who they are.
Oreo's wife, Debbie, knows all too well who her husband was and who his friends are. Men who help those who need it and who never, ever forget those they lost.
It's really just heartwarming to see that they still keep all these guys so much in their hearts and give back to the Widows and Children's Fund, because it's a wonderful thing for the families.
Coming here, all I can think about is on 9/11, when everybody's running out of these buildings, FDNY is running in these buildings.
I haven't been down since this is my first time seeing this. Didn't think it would ever get cleaned up. It's very tough. It's very tough.
This was my friend for many years that I worked with, hung out with, 3 little kids. On that day, the fire department alone created more than 1,000 orphans, kids who never saw their father again. Kissed them goodbye, never saw him again.
Brothers are still fighting with this day to day. We'll have those scars forever.
It hurts just as much now as it did 14 years ago.
I recommend that all Americans come here and reflect on the sacrifices that were made, and they should never forget. This is the reason why FDNY racing exists.
It means a lot to us as firefighters that people won't forget.
I just hope and pray that people in this country never forget.
God bless America.
And God bless the FDNY.
And a special thanks to Taylor Kinney from the show Chicago Fire for lending his voice to that feature. Ray, you had a chance to visit FDNY Racing. What did you take away from that experience?
You know, John, from a serious side, I want to talk about all those that were involved. You know, you think that the big shots, the brass of the fire department just said to the rookies, get in there and do the job. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. They were the first ones up that staircase that day. And talking to Debbie Palmer and some of the other widows, I found out how much this memorial fund has done to help their children get a better life, have a chance to go to school after so many of them have lost their parents. So it's a very heartwarming story. But on a lighter side, I guess I really take back something about this race team. This is a group of guys that goes every week to have a really great time. They know they're not going to have a shot to win, but they have fun. And I think there's a lot of people in NASCAR today who have lost sight of that a little bit. This group goes out and they have a really good time, but they've got a really good cause, and they continue to do a great job.
Yeah, absolutely they do, Ray. Thank you very much. That's such a moving story to see that those guys are out there, but also that they're having a good time practicing their craft. Two-time reigning